Yo, it's Joe. Welcome to another video, and we are going to be reacting to the Vindication of one Marisha. I think that this would be good for someone like me who's only ever seen the show. I don't know much about the goings on in the campaign and how she kind of gelled together with the rest of the crew there in Critical Role. It didn't seem like she'd be really bothersome. It'd be nice to see another perspective on this, or at least a little bit of information from people that had a different perspective. So let's get into the video and see what we got going on.
What they didn't like in Keyleth was really aspects that they didn't like in themselves.
I am not the only person who has reacted by hardcore vibing with the character of Keyleth and the way she comes off in the show, which is really surprising considering she was very unpopular during Campaign 1.
That's what I'm saying.
I have to catch you guys up on some ancient drama.
Please do. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Shout out to you, William. Thanks for putting this together for the people like us.
They said she was preachy, that she was always looking down on people, despite
Keyleth? Really?
She was just performed worse than the other characters.
That one right there was like the main thing that I've heard, is that the decisions that she made were really detrimental to the group a lot of the times. But see, like, my whole thing is, if it wasn't on purpose, why the crazy amount of hate? You know what I mean? She's really trying her best here. She's not trying to be annoying. She's not trying to be a piece of shit. She's just not the best under pressure, but she's doing her best. That's what I got from watching the show.
The internet is disproportionately unkind to women they don't like.
That is absolutely true.
Marisha Ray faced was both appalling and unacceptable.
You know what's crazy too is, like, referring to what he was saying, right, about like how people hated Keyleth, and really Keyleth was all people were able to really get from Marisha, right? But also, like, if you're somebody who plays this game a lot, like, even I understand, if you're somebody who plays a game like this, a role-playing game, an RPG, you're gonna act in a way that you wouldn't normally act. You're playing a character. Sometimes the character is separate from you. So even if the person is making a decision that might not make sense or is, I don't know, detrimental, maybe Marisha in that instance is like, I wouldn't do this, this is dumb, but this is probably what this character would do. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how that plays out there, but there's like so many things to think about. It's just, it's so odd to me that she got all this hate.
It was even one of the reasons that they stopped using like Twitch chat and stuff.
Damn, dude, really?
Twitch chat was really, really mean.
That is crazy, bro. That's ridiculous. It's something that was known, like, even for me, like, even people in the comment section. That's why, I know that she was harassed, because everybody would bring it up, like, yo, she wasn't the best, and you'd have to have a different perspective on things. I just don't think it's ever that serious. It's a game at the end of the day, but, you know, hey, to each their own, right? I just think it's a little immature. You know, when I said in the very first episode, she's the worst, she tries so hard and is the worst. The cast and I were the only ones who had context on what I was referencing. I wonder if I set Keyleth up for a campaign-long label by saying that with no context.
The viewers would just see needless preaching.
What preaching is, though?
The show actually didn't go very hard into her desperation to do the right thing.
I noticed it. Throughout the show, she messes up a lot. She's not the best under pressure, but she's doing her best, and she's strong as hell. When she is able to properly utilize her powers and she has a good idea or her plan comes to fruition, she's amazing. I got that vibe. I didn't know anything about her prior, but I got that vibe from the show that, you know, she's definitely nervous, not the best under pressure. She's insecure about her powers, but she's strong, you know?
I was one of those people who didn't really like Keyleth and thought that that meant that I didn't like Marisha as well.
I mean, maybe you get so wrapped up in the campaign that it's hard to distinguish, like, when you're in it. But, like, as somebody from the outside looking in, like, coming in to watch something like that, to me, it's something that you should, off the rip, just keep in mind. Like, okay, this person is playing a character. This character's actions and the way this character is not necessarily reflective of the thoughts, morals, whatever, of the actual person that is portraying that character, you know?
A few months ago, Marisha Ray did an interview with Philip DeFranco.
I gotta see that.
It stuck with me. And it was something that was very challenging for me to hear.
Keyleth's insecurities made them come to terms with a lot of their own insecurities in themselves, because what they didn't like in Keyleth was really aspects that they didn't like in themselves.
It stuck with me, and I began to realize that she was right.
Yeah, there's some truth in that, dude.
I'm actually an anxiety-ridden wretch who has failed at virtually everything I've ever attempted. And sometimes
Me too, bro.
I try a little too hard to do the right thing to make up for all those times when I've done the wrong thing, and I just end up making it worse.
Same. Who can relate to this, right? I'm not here to armchair diagnose myself with anything because I don't think that I do have anything. I'm just saying, I can relate to the feeling of, whew. Yo, are things going good for me right now? Oh, this ain't gonna last. When's the shoe gonna drop? There's something wrong here. That maybe there's something that I'm missing because things can't be going good right now. There's got to be something that I'm missing that I'm forgetting is pretty shitty. And it's like a constant like thought of like, nah, it's too good to be true. Like there has to be something wrong. There has to be something that I had to be nervous about. There has to be something that I'm forgetting because there's no way that I could be having a moment, a day, a couple of days, a week, a month, where things are okay. There's no shot because that's not normally how my life is. You know what I'm trying to say? And I have a fantastic life. Whatever, but I'm not, you know what I mean? Like I'm blessed. Like look at me. Look at the shit that I have here. Look, you know what I mean? Like I'm blessed, but in the same aspect, that anxiety is always there to where it's like I feel at ease right now. I feel at peace. I feel like I actually don't have to worry about anything right now. Either the shoe's gonna drop real soon, or the shoe's already been dropped, and I just don't know what the hell it is that I'm supposed to be stressed about right now. You know, so I can relate. I can relate to all that. I can relate to messing things up. I can relate to trying to do something and then by the end of it, it ends up falling to shit. But I feel like everybody can relate to that, though. I feel like that's like a part of like a human experience and growing and maturing. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think.
Marisha, I'm sorry.
What? Now? I mean, this is like
The worst time. You got an
1912,
interesting channel, man. I might check out some more of your stuff, dude. Shout out to William. I'll leave a link to the original video in the description, so definitely check him out. Show him some love if you haven't seen this already, which I'm pretty sure you have. He's got a pretty decent amount of views. Very thankful that you made that video to put things together for someone like me and kind of shared your thoughts. This is kind of me just sharing my thoughts about things. Yeah, I never really understood the hate. Still don't necessarily understand the hate. Again, maybe if I had more context as to what people were talking about. I just think that people need to understand that number one, it's just a game. Don't stress out too much about that and don't get so wrapped up in that you forget. And number two, that the person that is portraying this character, like in RPGs, this goes for any of them, they're just acting in a way that they feel that the character that they've created would act in certain moments, and just trying to kind of go along with that role, the role-playing aspect of the role-playing game, you know? Let me know what you guys think. Do all the good things, leave feedback. Thank you so much for your support, guys, and let me know what you guys thought about this whole thing. And if I missed anything, if you guys feel like there's something I should know or something you want to add, please don't hesitate. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night. Stay safe out there, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.